All right, Robert, how are you doing this morning?
Good. Good.
Good. All right, so we chatted before this call. So I want to get some additional details about what you've previously done. So you were a call center supervisor for a couple years. So Metris Companies, what kind of company is that?
That was a credit card enhancement service companies for was it? Can't recall the bank. It was such a long time ago. They have since gone out of business. So basically, the position was inbound calls for extra services provided once you signed up for your credit card, which would have been like credit fraud. Trip Saver was like a travel system that they had to where you would get discounted rates for things. Also, there was like a I want to call it was like a credit monitoring, to where that you would record all of your credit cards with us, with their lost or stolen. It was basically a service that were enhancement service that were provided by the credit card company that you would get signed up for, with basically not always knowing you were. Basically, might have been a prompt you hit on your phone, you signed up the credit card, what have you. Well, when they would call to cancel, our job was to retain that service for them, basically sell them back into service and then, retain. Basically, it was portfolio retention, if that makes any sense.
Okay. Okay,
I
gotcha.
did that for a couple of years. Then I moved actually that was in Jacksonville. I moved from Jacksonville back to Ohio. That's why I left that position and went on to eventually came to work for the next company, which was the Old Republic Title. So
Yeah, so in the Old Republic title, you were there for a long
yeah.
time. So you have a really good tenure there. So you started off there as a funding manager, and did that for quite some time. So talk to me a little bit about what that looked like on a day-to-day
Okay.
basis.
Well, what the funding department was basically, we were an escrow and title company. So when you refinance your home or you purchase a home, my department was basically the department that transferred the money to pay off the old loans, pay off the recording fees, what have you. So we're responsible for not just residential, but also commercial loans. My job was to oversee like I said, we had 12 bank accounts we had to oversee to make sure that the funds were, accounted for each day. All funds that came in went to where they were supposed to go. A lot of background work with that, a lot of additional work that you would have as far as, sometimes money didn't go where it was supposed to go. Sometimes checks would get lost, what have you. So there was a lot of, following up on, outstanding issues, outstanding checks, working with accounting directly, working with different lenders directly to make sure that all liens got satisfied. And basically, make sure the disbursement was handled completely to the specs of the loan itself. And from there, when I started at that, I think we were doing about 800 orders a month. We grew that over the course of the next 3 to 4 years to about 6,000 orders a month. So went from 4 employees to about 40 employees in a very short period of time. And it was very challenging, but very rewarding at the same time. Then from there, I went on to the next position, which would have been the account manager. With
Right.
that, basically, we developed a centralized funding platform that we could offer out to different title agents in the field, underwrote with Old Republic Title. So basically, we would fund the loans for them. They would use our bank accounts. They would no longer have to have the risk of having their own bank accounts. And my job at that point was to market and sign up new customers for that platform to business to come into the company. And I did that for, let's say, 4 to 5 years. And
Okay.
that was it.
All right. Perfect.